Okay, let's dive into something that I think a lot of us feel but maybe don't have the words for. It's this quiet, nagging feeling in the background. This need to be useful, to feel like we're actually loved. And to get right to the heart of it, I want to start with a question for you.
Just sit with that for a second. Do you ever get that little pang of fear that if you stop being the fixer, the helper, the one who's always there, that the love and affection you get might just, dry up? If that resonates at all, I want you to know you are so not alone, and there's actually a name for this whole dynamic.
It's what we can call the useful trap. It's this really powerful and often totally unconscious belief that our value as a person is directly tied to what we do for other people. It's this feeling that our worth isn't a given. It's something we have to earn over and over and over again. To put it another way, it's the little voice that says, I am what I do for you. My value isn't about who I am, it's about the function I serve. But here's the thing, we aren't born with this idea. It's a lesson, and it's a lesson we learn really, really early on. So where on earth does a belief like this come from? Well, to really get it, we have to rewind the tape a bit, all the way back to childhood. That's where we first figure out the rules of love and relationships. And a huge piece of this puzzle is a psychological concept called conditional positive regard. So what does that fancy term even mean? It's actually pretty simple. It's when, as kids, we learn that praise, attention, affection, basically love, shows up mostly when we do something right or helpful. When we got good grades or cleaned our room without being asked. The love felt like it had strings attached. It was conditional. The way we learn this is like a really simple feedback loop. Step 1, you do something useful. You help out, you get an A on a test. Step 2, you get a positive reaction, a smile, praise, a reward, and then bam, step 3, your brain makes a super strong connection. Being useful equals being lovable. My function is my worth. Now, this lesson that we learned as a kid, it doesn't just disappear. It grows up right along with us, and it hardens into a core belief. We end up fundamentally confusing our inherent worth, the value we have just because we're human, with our utility, the stuff we do for other people. And that confusion, right there, is the engine that drives the whole trap. Just look at the difference here. Your inherent worth, it's unconditional, it's constant, it comes from inside you, it just is. But your utility, it's the exact opposite. It's totally conditional on how well you perform, it can change from day to day, and it's judged by other people. Living in the useful trap means you're valuing the thing that changes over the thing that is constant and true about you. And this isn't just a theory, right? This has real-world consequences. When you think your value comes from what you do, you almost always push your own needs to the back burner to help everyone else. That's a classic pattern of self-neglect. You start living with this constant, low-level anxiety that you could be replaced by someone more useful. And yeah, this can absolutely feed into anxious attachment styles, where you're always scrambling for proof that you've earned your place in someone's life. This is the thought, this is the fear that just echoes in the back of your mind when you're caught in this trap. It's this deep, profound terror that connection isn't secure, that it's something you have to constantly work to maintain through your actions. And man, is that exhausting. So if that's the trap, how do we get out? It sounds kind of bleak, I know. But the way out starts with consciously, deliberately choosing a new way to see yourself. It's all about learning to recognize and actually believe in your own inherent value.
This is it. This is the absolute core of it all. It's not about what you do, or what you accomplish, or how helpful you are. Your worth isn't up for negotiation. You deserve love. You deserve connection. You deserve to belong, for no other reason than the fact that you're here, that you exist, period.
So real empowerment isn't about becoming even more useful to other people. It's the opposite. It's about turning that attention inward. It's about giving yourself permission to actually have needs, to set boundaries, to say no. It's about looking in the mirror and affirming as many times as it takes that you are enough, exactly as you are. So, I want to leave you with this thought to chew on. Just imagine for a minute. What would actually change in your life, in your relationships, at your job, in the way you even talk to yourself? What would be different if you truly, deeply, in your bones, believed that you are worthy of love without having to do a single thing to earn it?